Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Patita Pavan Jaya, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Patita Pavan. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulasi Devyai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Praya Devi Satyavati Namo Namaha. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajakacharya Astottara Sata Sri Simad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Sri Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Dwarka Dham Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 68, verse 44. Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantamarhashyatikramam Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantumarhashyatikramam Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantumarhashyatikramam Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantumarhashyatikramam Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantumarhashyatikramam Rama Rama Kiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudanam na kubudinam Shantumarhashyatikramam Rama Rama O Ram O Rama Rama, Akila, of everything, Adara, O foundation, Prabhavam, power, Navidama, we do not know, Te, your, Mudanam, of befooled persons, Na, us, Ku, bad, Budinam, whose understanding, Kshantum Arhasi, you should please forgive, Atikramam, the offense. Translation, the Kaurava said, O Rama, Rama, foundation of everything, we know nothing of your power. Please excuse our offense, for we are ignorant and misguided. and there is no purport. I'm going to read a few verses up until there are purports, and it reaches a certain sort of crescendo. Factually, it's hard for my eyes to see the Sanskrit transliteration, so I'm just going to read the verses which are bold and easier to see. Text 45. You alone caused the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the cosmos, and of you there is no prior cause. Indeed, O Lord, authorities say that the worlds are mere playthings for you as you perform your pastimes. Text 46. O unlimited one of 1,000 heads, as your pastime you carry this earthly globe upon one of your heads. At the time of annihilation, you withdraw the entire universe within your body, and remaining all alone, lie down to rest. Text 47. Your anger is meant for instructing everyone. It is not a manifestation of hatred or envy. O Supreme Lord, you sustain the pure mode of goodness, and you become angry only to maintain and protect this world. Purport by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. The Kurus admit that Lord Balaram's anger was entirely appropriate and in fact was meant for their benefit. As Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti puts it, the Kurus meant to say, because you exhibited this anger, we have now become civilized, whereas previously we were wicked and could not see you, blinded as we were by pride. Text 48. We bow down to you, O soul of all beings, O wielder of all potencies, O tireless maker of the universe. Offering you obeisances, we take shelter of you. Purport. The Kauravas clearly realized that their lives and destinies were in the hands of the Lord. So, the Kauravas were at first a bit deluded, not remembering the greatness of Sri Balaram, what he can do, who he is, and they were chastising him and putting him down. So he did something to show them his power, and this righted their intelligence. They said they have bad intelligence, but in fact they do not. They have good intelligence. They were just off. They were off to the side of their good intelligence for a while, but they got righted. And they praised him as the Supreme Lord, including the Lord who withdraws all the universes into himself, which is Kshirodakshai Vishnu. But they realized Balaram is non-different from that Vishnu, non-different from the very Supreme Lord of everything. And I do not trust my ability to speak spontaneously to glorify the Lord and the devotees, so I've prepared in advance, and I will read what I've prepared. It's my words, but prepared in advance. As it is said in verse 44 here, the first verse, Prabhavam na viramate, we know nothing of your power. That is the position of the non-devotee. They know nothing of the power of the Lord. They are, as it says, mudanam na kubudinam, befooled persons with bad understanding. The Kurus had succumbed to bad understanding, but were righted by the Lord's actions. Mudanam na kubudinam. Muda means ass, like a donkey. Na kubudinam, us, bad intelligence. Buddhi, or intelligence, is ruled by Mercury and also in a sense by Jupiter, who rules higher wisdom and such things. To have good placements of these gives Buddha and Dharma buddhi, religious intelligence. Srila Prabhupada says in various places that religion is what sets us apart from the animals. In astrology, the highest house, the supreme house in any chart. It is also the house of higher education, wisdom, connection to Guru and God, fortune, and more good things. It is all good. Then there are signs which are all good, which are pure in nature. If one has Mercury or Buddhi properly placed amongst the good influences, then they have finer intelligence. If one has Mercury and Jupiter finely placed for religion and intelligence, then one surrenders to the Supreme Lord in this life. The Kurus were admitting that they were not following fine intelligence, and they disrespected Balaram. Because they are fortunate, however, his actions turned their minds around and brought back their fine intelligence. And now they can see and respect that he is the Supreme Lord. And then they say, in one of the verses I read, Vishvakarmam namaste stu. O Maker of the universe, obeisances unto you. Then, Tvam Vayam Saranam Gata. To you, we, for shelter, have come. So this is the awakened or fine Buddhi intelligence, to see that the Lord is the maker of the universe and all creation, spiritual and material, and thus go to him for shelter. He says in the Gita, Sarvadharma Parityaja, Mamekam Saranam Vraja. Saranam Vraja, take shelter of me, especially in my form as Krishna in Vraj. So our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is all about following the Bhagavatam and Gita, wherein Sharanagati is recommended, surrender, to give up separate identification from Krishna's possession, to not feel independent from him, to not feel pride of the bodily life separate from him, to surrender to a real spiritual master. That is, one who has mastered the bodily senses and who practices spiritual life fully. For it is said, one who has mastered the tongue, belly, and genitals and who knows the science of Krishna is capable of making disciples all over the world. Our spiritual masters are such persons. We follow those who are slaves to Krishna, not slaves to their senses. So again, from the first verse, Mudanam naku buddhinam. The devotees of the Lord have taken birth at times propitious for having good intelligence and other fine qualities that make a devotee. It is amazing, but the devotees do have wondrous, good birth charts. They are created by the Lord to be his devotees. I do not like doing the charts of non-devotees because they are not as good. They're harder to do. They have bad placements. They are slaves to things of lower nature. But the devotees always have good charts. It's amazing. Really, nothing is separate from the control of the Lord. Everything is in the control of the Lord through his energies, through the demigods. But we only worship the Supreme Lord, and the demigods are very pleased with us for doing so. The whole creation is Krishna's creation. Everything is in his control. But when he allows the manifestation of his bhakti, that is extremely special and wondrous, like this temple room. We are literally sitting in the spiritual world when we sit in this temple room, because the whole thing is made for Krishna. Bir Krishna Goswami oversaw the building of this temple. It was for Krishna. It remains for Krishna. There is the Murti of Srila Prabhupada, which is really non-different from he himself. There is Tulsi Devi, who is a pure devotee of the Lord and who has mercifully come to earth and serves the Lord here in various forms. There is Radha Golokananda, who were called, requested please come. And when someone makes a deity of the Lord, that is allowed by the Lord, especially. He is manifesting his form on earth through the person's hands. But it is the Lord, especially when he's installed following the Vedic rites. He is called and installed. This can't happen unless the Lord allows it, because nothing can happen unless the Lord allows it. So when his own form appears, that is extremely special. That is pure. That is high. That is wondrous. That is non-different from the all-good, all-beautiful, Supreme Lord himself. So we are literally sitting in a divine manifestation where bhakti is cultivated. It is extremely wondrous. It is extremely pure. It is extremely right and good and final. It is the final solution to material life. The door out, the door to eternity. So I am extremely grateful for this temple and extremely grateful to Bir Krishna Goswami Maharaj for manifesting it. So as I was saying, this verse, Mudanam na kubudinam, the first verse I read, like a donkey, we have bad intelligence, the Guru said. But like I was saying, the devotees of the Lord have taken birth at times propitious for having good intelligence and other fine qualities that make a devotee. Nobody is independent from their birth chart. All are slaves to their karmas as assigned by the Lord, who alone knows his own plan for each soul through many births. Like Neil Gopal seems to be leaving his body any day now. And he is young, 35, and only the Lord knows why he is taking him young, why he has suffered some. He is benedicting all of us with seriousness. From this leaving, we all get some serious feelings about Krishna Bhakti. It's such a serious event, death. So he is benedicting all of us. That's part of Krishna's plan. We don't know the rest. We don't know where he's taking him after he leaves. But we know that the Lord alone is in control of everything. In Neil Gopal's chart, which I've been studying, there is death in the transits and dashas that he is under. It is very clear. It is the Lord through the demigods. It has been known since his birth, if we could see it, if we were good enough. It is written there. So the Lord is in control through the planets, through the demigods. This whole universe is one giant, perfect, loving machine, which we are in, which we should see as good, see as the Lord. A soul may be in a bad birth this time around and not be a devotee, but he may be a devotee in his next birth. We cannot know. All souls are parts of the Supreme Lord who is expanded everywhere in innumerable living entities. The Lord is the Hare Krishna movement. The Hare Krishna movement is a manifestation of the Supreme Lord. He appeared as Lord Chaitanya to initiate it. Long before his birth as Lord Chaitanya, it was written in the Bhagavatam. This is thousands of years before Chaitanya. They wrote, Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtan Prayer Yajanti Hi Sumedashaha. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not black, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. So as the supreme enjoyer, Krishna incarnates as Mahaprabhu to enjoy the mood of his most confidential servant of all, Srimati Radharani, whose love for Krishna knows no bounds. Simultaneously, he appears to initiate Sankirtan movement on earth, which he also enjoys. He enjoys it when many souls gather and chant his name and fame and pastimes. The Supreme Lord enjoys his movement on earth, so he arranges for souls to take birth at certain auspicious times when the planets are in the right positions for the development of bhakti. Like I was saying, Buddhi is a planet, Mercury, and Buddhi is another planet, Jupiter. The Lord arranges for souls to take birth when these are well situated for the birth of a devotee. I had prepared this whole thing, but now I'm thinking, like in the first canto when Parikshit Maharaj takes birth, there's a verse that says, gradually all the planets were in the right positions and he took birth. And then following that verse, the Brahmins read out what his birth chart says, and eventually it says he ruled and lived by the qualities the Brahmins had predicted. In this way, the Bhagavatam and the Pandavas used Jyotish, followed Jyotish, knew it to be true and real. The Lord himself takes birth at certain moments when the planets are propitious. Lord Chaitanya waited 13 months in the womb in order to take birth when a certain chart was available in the heavens. There's verses in the Chaitanya Charitamrita where they go over this. They go over his birth chart. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur went over his birth chart, which is amazing for religion, for bhakti yoga and love of God. And it is often found that devotees have similar placements to Sri Chaitanya or the great gurus of our line. There are placements that repeat often in the charts of devotees, and these are placements that are good for bhakti. In other words, what the Vedic Jyotish books say the planets will do, they actually do. Bir Krishna Maharaj, for example, has the same Jupiter as Sri Chaitanya and the same Mercury as Srila Prabhupada. So you see these repeating patterns that make devotees. They appear in the charts, they make devotees. In this way we can know that, first of all, the Vedic sages channeled these things to earth. They hit the mark. They really hit the mark. Jyotish works, and it proves the Vedic version. The best planets, when properly placed, make devotees of the Lord. They don't make karmis. They make devotees. The aim of Jyotish is to make a devotee. Like, it conspires. When it's best, you get a great devotee of the Lord, which is what the Bhagavatam is all about. It's trying to make great devotees of the Lord. Well, the universe, when it's at its best, makes great devotees of the Lord. That's a fact. That's an astronomical fact. The best planets are in the best signs according to the books, what they say those signs and planets do. The books match the heavens, match the people manifested, and the best makes great devotees. So we can see that the Vedic version is true and that the universe is for bhakti. It's a fact. It's an astronomical fact. And eventually scientists will come to see this. Eventually the world will come to see this. Someday, hopefully. In Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition and philosophy, we say that Shuddha Bhakti, or pure devotion, is Jnana Karmada Navritam, or free from Gyan, knowledge, and karma, fruit of endeavor. At first, we dovetail karma in Krishna's service, but on the purest stage, there's no room for asking Krishna for material blessings or fruits of karma. Similarly, although we must develop bhakti gyan to make advancement, on the highest stage, pure devotion is said to be based purely on love of Krishna and not based on knowledge about him, such as thinking he is the supreme controller. In other words, logic and reasoning that give us faith at first give way to pure love of God. That is why hearing his pastimes and qualities is one of the highest type of sadhana we can perform, because such hearing is free from the development of gyan and karma. It is based purely on love and adoration. And who doesn't want to feel loved and love for a great lover? Sri Krishna loves better than anyone else. So the highest devotees, like his mother, they forget that he is God. And they are just purely into his form and qualities and pastimes. And they're just over the top in love with it all. Like it says in the Damodarastakam, his cheeks are reddened by the kisses of his mother. What more can I describe than this? Well, such a simple feeling like that. What more can I describe than this beautiful reddened cheeks by kisses? It seems silly to the non-devotees. When I brought my brothers to the temple when I was a new devotee, the worst amongst them said, "This is stupid, waving incense at a plant." You know, it's when you're coarse, when you're a non-devotee and you're coarse and materialistic, you cannot appreciate the fineness of the highest aspects of bhakti, like appreciating Mother Yashoda's kisses upon the cheeks of Krishna. But at a high stage, one gets pure love of Krishna and really can appreciate all these things in a very fine way and just simply loves him without logic, reasoning, argument, and so forth, free from jnana karma, jnana karmadhanavritam. Logic and reason, argument and discrimination and so on are used by devotees in preaching. We find strong Mercury-based placements in the charts of many great devotees. For example, Virgo is often a sign devotees have Moon, Sun, or Mercury in. Virgo is a sign of detail, discrimination, logic, reason. Devotees have this. It is useful in preaching and making reasoning arguments for devotion to establish the basis of why we should be devotees. It is also good for writing and publishing. Srila Prabhupada, therefore, was created by the Lord or his own internal potency as an expansion of Sri Balaram Nityananda Prabhu to have Mercury and Virgo in the 10th, giving him a career infused with logic and reason and book publishing. And at first he was involved with medicines, which are also covered by that. Bir Krishna Goswami has this same Mercury. Thus he has refined intelligence that is pure, innocent, able to discriminate finely, given to detail, picky about things, into perfection, and sexless. And just to cover this Virgo thing with devotees, it's quite amazing. I have a list of great devotees here and what they had. Now, you have to understand it's rare to have this. There's 12 signs and 12 houses. You can really have things anywhere. So it's unusual that these devotees all share these Virgo placements, which gives them fine, discriminating intelligence. Sridhar Maharaj had Sun and Mars in Virgo. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta had Jupiter and Moon in Virgo. Srila Prabhupada had Mercury and Venus in Virgo. Srila Pramod Puri Maharaj has Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter in Virgo rising. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has the same Jupiter and Mercury in Virgo rising. Srila Bir Krishna Maharaj has Sun, Mercury, and Ketu in Virgo in the 10th. Thus we can see that Virgo is a favorite sign for great devotees to take birth with the key internal making planets in it. This is because it is such a pure sign, giving mental clarity, refined taste, detailed in particular ways, purity, innocence, sexlessness. And we find also in their charts Jupiter, the planet of higher ideals, of God, of the search for meaning, of higher laws, and so many things that are about bhakti, is often placed in the angles of trinal houses, which is auspicious for cultivating the Jupiterian qualities. So, like in this verse, the Guru said, our intelligence deviated, we blew it. We didn't see you as the Supreme Lord. We forgot. We criticized you. Please forgive us. We take shelter of you. So I'm going over these placements because the Lord creates devotees to be able to discriminate and see the truth. And thus we live lives where there is bhakti in them. If we could go out on Harinam or preaching with a computer and do people's charts real quick, and if we knew astrology, we could go, not you, next. Not you, next. Oh, now you have the placements we want to talk to. Come here, come here. Let me awaken your intelligence. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Don't you know that you're a soul and that God is in control of everything? And the person with the right chart will just go, yeah, I believe that. So Krishna makes devotees amongst the masses, and they, by their good fortune, they run into devotees or guru. Like I'm teaching Jyotish online, and one of the Indians on there wrote to me privately and said, I was born a Smarta Brahmin. And if you don't know what they are, they're the caste Brahmins of India. They tend to believe that you have to take birth in a Brahmin family to be a Brahmin. They believe that if you're white, you are an outcast, period, and you should just practice Christianity. Don't even try to practice Hinduism. It's not for you. They believe in the body. They believe in the bodily designations of birth. That is not supported in Shastra. Shastra says, according to your guna and karma, you should be judged. According to your qualities and your works. Anyone can rise to a higher position. Now this one Smarta Brahmin man wrote to me and he said, I had an epiphany wherein I became devoted to Madhvacharya. And in case you're not aware, Madhvacharya is in our line. We're in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Madhvacharya came right after Shankaracharya and established Dvaita, that we are different from the Lord. We're not one with God. Shankaracharya encouraged people to believe they are God. They are so one with God that they are God. And the aim of life is to merge into God, which is impersonal. That was Shankaracharya. So Madhvacharya went against that and said, no, we are different from God, and we have to practice bhakti in order to get liberation. And liberation is personal. You remain a person. Recently, I talked to someone who's heavily involved in the TM movement, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's Transcendental Meditation movement. And I said, you know, the aim of your movement is to merge into the light, like a drop of water into the ocean, and your individuality disappears. How do you like that? Do you like that? And the person said, I don't like that. That's not my aim. And we're joined by Omkar Prabhu. Omkar Prabhu ki jai. And he said he doesn't like that. He doesn't want that. Who wants to disappear? Who wants to die eternally? Merge into white light and become just a ray of light. No individuality, no senses, no thoughts, no diversity, no activities, no Supreme Lord. Supposedly you are the Lord. So it's time. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai. All glories to Radha Golokananda. Oh, good.
Held everybody's attention.
Good.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindadalaya Taksham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Vasyan Vipan Vikayanti Giram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Vrishabhanu Dadi Navashashi Leke Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake. Vishubhanu Dadi Navashashi Leke Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Vani Chacharite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Varni Chacharite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Jaya Radha Goloka Nanda, Radha Goloka Nanda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Goloka Nanda, Radha Goloka Nanda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. O Radha, all glories unto you. All glories unto you, beloved of Madhava, object of worship for all the young girls of Gokula. You dress yourself in such a way as to increase Lord Damodar's love and attachment for you. You are the controller of Vrindavan, the pleasure groves of Lord Hari. You are a new moon arisen from the ocean of King Vrishvanu. You are the friend of Lalita, and your wonderful qualities, friendliness, kindness, and faithfulness to Krishna, endear you to Vishaka. You are an ocean of compassion, and your divine characteristics are described by the four Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sananda, and Sanat Kumara. O Radha, please be merciful unto me. Radharani, oh yeah, sure. Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Baba Mahavna Nirvapanam, Chayakara Vrachandrika Taranam, Vidya Buddhu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhi Vardanam, Pratipadam Purnamashwaranam, Sarvatna Snapanam, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Tankirtanam, Nam Namakad Bahudani Jasharva Shaktis, Tachra Pitani Amita Smaranena Kala, Etadrashita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Mitri Shami Hajanina Nuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagarisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Shware Bhavatar Bhaktir Ahukti Tvai Ayinanda Tanuja Kinkara Patitamam Vishambe Bhavambada Kripaya Tavapada Pankaja Shita Duli Sadrasham Vinchintaya Nayanam Gavada Shrudaraya Vadanam Gagadavidaya Gira Pulakarni Chitam Vapukada Tavaname Grahane Bhavishati Yugayitam Nimishena Chakshusha Pravishayitam Shunayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virharena Me Ashlisyava Padavatam Panashtamam Adakshanan Marmahatam Karotava Yata Tatava Vidatalam Pato Mad Pranana Sistusa Eva Napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditioning life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime of benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon.
It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fulfill the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. And these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. Oh my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your costless devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yes, somehow or other, I've fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to